Welcome to Cyprus Diaspora Uncovered. Athlos Capital, your global wealth hub in Cyprus. In this episode of Cyprus Diaspora Uncovered, Sara Eojourian delivers a keynote presentation showcasing Athlos Capital as a global wealth hub based in Cyprus, where she serves as Head of Wealth Management and Executive Director. Her presentation provides valuable insights into the firm's approach to modern wealth management and the strategic role Cyprus can play as an international financial centre. This keynote was recorded live at the Cyprus Diaspora Forum 2026 on May 7th at the AMARA Hotel in Limassol, Cyprus.
Hello, everyone. Yes, I am Sara Eojourian. That's my surname. Thanks, Helen. Thanks for checking. Usually they all get it wrong. It's a real honor to be here today. I wanted to ask a question first. How many of you are based in Cyprus? Okay, so the rest are from abroad, I guess. I wanted to talk about Cyprus, about Athlos Capital, and why we position Cyprus as a financial center and as a global wealth hub. So I'm sure that whoever thinks about investment services or a bank or investing, they'll think about Switzerland, they'll think about Dubai, Singapore, Luxembourg, etc. Cyprus is probably not your first thought. So I wanted to point out the reason why Cyprus is a good place to invest. First of all, we're in the European Union. We have amazing corporate tax rates. We have amazing service, and we can offer exactly the same things that all the other firms can. Very, very importantly, we're part of MiFID II, which offers a lot of transparency for clients and a lot of protection. So for Cypriots abroad, this means something very, very important. You don't need to go elsewhere to access global markets. You can access the world from Cyprus. With exactly the same level of sophistication. So I want to tell you a bit more about Athlos Capital because I'm assuming not a lot of you know who Athlos Capital is. So Athlos Capital is an investment firm. We are regulated by the Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission. We were founded in 2016, and we at the moment have around 1.5 billion assets under custody. It is very important to point out that even though we are a Cypriot firm, our custodians are global. So our custodians are the SIX Group in Switzerland, who have 7.1 trillion assets under custody. They are owned by the Swiss banks, and they are thought to be one of top three global custodians. In addition to that, any client cash are held with JP Morgan in Germany. So no cash is in Cyprus as such, but we are a regulated Cypriot company. This gives a lot of people the confidence that their assets are segregated, they're off balance sheet, they're not exactly sitting in Cyprus, and gives this additional confidence. It is also very important to say that at Athlos Capital, we do around 20 billion worth of trading per year. For Cypriot standards, you all realize that that's quite a big number. And that is what helps us offer clients a very, very good service. The fact that we have 260 counterparties and we have so many, we do so much trading means that clients can get access to the best pricing worldwide. I am not just talking in the Cypriot markets, I am talking globally. So we have access to pretty much everything. We do equities, we do bonds, we do structured products. We can even do more complicated stuff like derivatives, repos, reverse repos, etc. So whatever clients are interested in, we are very happy to assist. The services that we offer are four. So the first one is what we call the execution service. It's for clients who have the sophistication and the knowledge and know exactly what they want to invest in. So we'll just pick up the phone and say, buy X, Y, and we just execute on their behalf. The second one is what we call our investment advice services, where we actually hold the client's hand. We give them ideas, advice on what to do, what to sell, what to buy, and they have the final decision and the final option to do whatever they want to do. The third one is what we call portfolio management. Our portfolio manager is sitting here in front as well. So we have everything is very bespoke. So we don't have model portfolios. We tailor-made everything for each client separately based on their needs, their objectives, and whatever they want to achieve. The other thing that we do is what we call liquidity management. Liquidity management is for clients who hold their cash at the bank. They're not earning much interest, so we can offer alternatives like treasury bills for the people who want to earn something on their cash while giving them the liquidity to get out of it at any given time without being locked in. At the back of that, we also created a platform called Sophic. The website is usesophic.com with a PH, if anybody wants to search it. The specific platforms gives anyone access for as little as 10,000, the option to buy treasury bills, do their liquidity management, get access to some of our investment products as well. I want to mention that I did say that everything is tailor-made, but we do have one specific product which we've created for everybody. So it's called an actively managed certificate. It was issued by UBS, but it is managed by us. So the portfolio management team decide what they want to buy, what they want to sell for this. It has a very low minimum, and you can buy it from anywhere from any bank. So you don't have to be an Athlos Capital client to be able to invest in this. This specific product is for professional clients, but the team are actively working on producing the same thing, but for retail clients as well, which will give people with less expertise and no time to actually manage their portfolio the opportunity to invest in the markets. In addition to that, Athlos Capital has the depository services. Again, our head of depository is here sitting with us. We can offer this for any fund managers who want the depository to be a Cypriot company, but they want the JP Morgan and the SIX relationship. They can actually use Athlos for this. Lastly, but not least, we recently started issuing bonds for medium-sized companies who wanted an alternative way of borrowing. So what we did is we issued bonds which investors could buy, and the company used the money to do whatever they needed to do with it. So that's a very upcoming market that we have started servicing, and we have seen a lot of demand, especially from companies abroad. So what's our competitive advantage? As I said earlier, we have a lot of color. We know how the market works. We have an amazing team of employees who are on top of the markets on a daily basis, and we can advise and guide our clients on what they need to do next. We can tactically implement any asset allocation that we need, and we have access in micro and macro research from global institutions, so we can put everything together, make a decision, and tell everybody and tell clients what they need to do. And last but not least, service. We get this feedback from clients that we service them much better than the way they're serviced from bigger companies or bigger banks, which gives us the confidence to continue going on and making our clients feel special. So in short, whatever you would get from Zurich or from Switzerland or from London, Singapore, etc., Dubai, you can get in Cyprus, and you can get much, much more. So why should the diaspora care about what I just said? Why should you structure through Cyprus? So, as I said earlier, European regulatory oversight is very, very important. You get strong investor protection, transparency, and compliance, very high compliance standards. And you also get tax efficiency. So for any foreigners abroad, there's no tax for non-domiciled residents on dividends. There's no capital gains tax. There's no inheritance tax. We've got great corporate structures. And obviously, there's the non-dom regime for anyone who would like to repatriate back to Cyprus, like Thalis mentioned earlier in his previous session. So the next reason why diaspora should or could invest in Cyprus is familiarity and trust. So first of all, background. We understand the family structures, the culture, and don't let my name fool you, the language. I do speak Greek. It's my first language. So being able to speak in Greek and explain to people and your manager, fund manager, on what exactly you need, I think is priceless. I won't bore you with what I have written here because I've not gone through any of my notes. So the reason why Athlos Capital is here is because we think that we can serve as a bridge for anybody who wants to repatriate back, somebody who wants to sell their business. We can be a family office and we can assist the next generation in structuring their wealth needs and their global exposure. So Cyprus can be your base, your structuring jurisdiction, your wealth coordination center. So Cyprus becomes not just a home, but a wealth hub, a family office space, a fund management platform. Athlos Capital is part of this evolution. And our ambition is very, very simple, is to position Cyprus as a credible, competitive, and sophisticated global wealth center, not as an alternative, but as an equal to all the other jurisdictions I aforementioned. So to the Cypriots abroad who are here, you don't need to choose between global access and Cypriot competition. You can have both. For the ones based in Cyprus, we have the tools, we have the regulation, the expertise, and the access to operate on a global level. And we believe that Athlos stands for trust, integrity, performance, transparency, and international reach while being rooted in Cyprus. So for anybody who would like to continue the conversation after this, please do let me know. You can reach out to me or the team. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Cyprus Diaspora Uncovered. Subscribe to our podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts for more inspiring conversations that are shaping Cyprus's global future. You can also explore more episodes on our website and selected video interviews on our YouTube channels.